And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
I'm so excited. You know why? Because the spoon has officially crossed borders. No longer are we in Tallinn, Estonia. We're now in Helsinki, Finland. Everybody say, pass the spoon. Hold that. Ooh. I'm so excited. Not only are we now in Finland, but we are with an amazing people. We're with the Kenyan network community in Finland. It's been a while, a couple of days since I ate a chapo and Mama Kenya has thrown down. If you know, you know. Okay, let me tell you about my point of today. My point for today. So I've got this thing in my pocket that I carry religiously. It's called a Kenyan passport. Let me tell you the beauty of this continent called Europe. The last time that I needed this sucker, this document right here, was when we landed in Germany. In Frankfurt.
Yeah.
Now, since then, me as a Kenyan, I'm just like, listen, look, I've got my visa. I'm ready. I'm legal. I'm legal. But this document, honestly, because of the Schengen visa, I'm not saying it's useless, but I'm just saying because of the Schengen visa, accessibility and ease are two words that this Schengen visa brings about. I know McKenna keeps talking about the Africa Free Trade Agreement, and we'll get there in a different video. But what I am experiencing from Frankfurt to Estonia and now to Helsinki is absolute ease. And I was talking to Pius. There's not many guards everywhere checking you. No, in fact, there's been no guards checking us. It's buy your ticket, move. Now imagine what this ease and accessibility would mean for Africa. We need to stop looking at Africa as a continent, and we need to look and think and behave as a country. I feel like I'm in Moranga right now. Pass the spoon!
Pass the spoon! Give me the spoon. Yeah, it's Limuru. First of all, big shout out to all the Kenyans and Finns in the room. Thank you so much for coming through. We have just done this thing impromptu, so you guys, you see, this is what Kenyans do. Because I guarantee you, if this was a room full of just purely Finnish people, we would not do this. They would have needed an email, but this is Mr. Kenya. He's been married to a Kenyan madam, so he understands it. 90-day notice. I think for me, my experience in this sport is, you know, here's the thing that I love about our culture. Our culture, in its complexities and discombobulations and all the things that we have, we are communal. We are open to talking to strangers. We are open to welcoming people we don't know, even if they have smelly feet, because all of us had to remove our shoes. We are open folks. We welcome people in. And even in cultures like these, where we watched a video just a bit ago, one of the biggest challenges that they have here in that loneliness is people do take their own lives because it's a lonely space. But then whenever we come into a room like this, we always bring our culture with us. And wherever we go, we should also be very proud of who we are, because we bring our culture with us. We bring our Africanness. Yes, we bring a little bit of untimeliness, but we bring our warmth. And that's something I want all of us to represent and recognize. Wherever you go, take your Kenyanism with you. You may be late a lot, but then for all the things you do wrong, you bring your warmth with you, you bring your familyness with you, you bring your open arms with you, and you bring your friendship with you. So make sure you carry that where you go. And I love that because I still see it here. Pass the spoon. Pass the spoon. Pass the spoon.
Yay. There's a lot that has already been said, but one thing that I'm taking home with me is that excellence is not a destination. Excellence is not a destination. You know, two words that have kept coming up today. Systems here work.
Yeah.
From Frankfurt, we've not removed our passports. Yeah? Systems do work. But then there's the other side of it, the human element, the communal thing.
That's it.
Yeah? People here, because they don't need to talk to each other, you don't need to talk to anybody to get a job, you don't need to massage anyone.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. People don't talk. So the human relations are much, much lower.
Yeah.
And, you know, we've talked about, you know, incidences of suicide. a very sad story that was told here about a Kenyan guy who landed here, of course, committed suicide. But, I mean, the thing is this. We have these two things, even as we're developing, to think about. On one hand is we have to make our systems work. On the other hand, how do we also make sure that even as we're making our systems work, we don't lose our communal element? Then we build a much more healthier society. And the thing is this, the thing with excellence is you don't have to trash everything that you've been doing. We were just talking with Tony the other day. You know, we're in a society of replacing everything. When your spoon bends, you go buy a new spoon. When you are... When you have one argument in your marriage, you go marry another girl. Replace. So, and I know. Or you import. Yeah. And I know we spoke the other day that don't miss the blessing of starting all over again. But that's not exactly what we mean. You don't have to start all over again in everything. That thing that you're working on, everybody is having the same struggles as you. Don't replace it. Don't start again every day. Okay? Just fix it. Keep fixing. Keep working on the excellence. It's not a destination. Excellence is a journey. Pass the spoon. Pass the spoon. Go.
So I am just excited being amongst Kenyans. Kenya, eh? Yeah. Kenya. Hello, yeah, they see him. Hello, yeah. Hello, yeah. Okay, all right. My reflection is actually when we were on the ferry. There was a point where I was up on the top of the... Oh, by the way, we were in a ferry, not in a cruise ship.
That was a cruise ship.
You guys, I keep on telling you people, because a car looks like a Mercedes does not make it a Mercedes. Anyway, but it may be even, yeah. But my point here being, when I was up on the deck of this ferry, there was a point where I couldn't see land on either end. And I was imagining, how is this ship ferry finding its bearing? It probably has a compass. It has a north or something, a true north. And as I was reflecting, what I was going to say here is, I think that is what we should also aspire to. Get our bearing and focus on the bearing that we want to go. Put that goal, that target, and you go and trust the process. That's just for me today. And to all of you, find your bearing. Trust the process.
Find the true north.
That's what it is.
Can we say pass the spoon?
Yeah.
Pass the spoon.